There comes a moment in life when the noise fades, the cheers disappear, the room gets quiet, and suddenly, it's just you. No crowd, no backup, no reassurance. This is the part nobody celebrates. This is the part nobody posts. This is where real success is forged, in solitude. The myth of the crowd is, people love the idea of success. They love the finish line. They love the applause. But they don't love the road, because the road to success is not crowded, it's empty. Most people turn around the moment the company disappears. They need validation. They need agreement. They need permission. But success doesn't ask if you're comfortable walking alone. It demands it. When you start growing, people start leaving. Here's a truth that hurts at first. As you evolve, your circle shrinks. Not because you're better than others, but because your direction changed. When your goals get bigger, your patience for distraction gets smaller. When your discipline increases, your tolerance for excuses disappears. And not everyone can walk at that pace. So they fall back. They fade out. They criticize from a distance. That's not betrayal. That's separation by growth. Loneliness is not a sign you're lost. Most people panic when they feel alone. They think something is wrong, but loneliness is often proof that you're doing something right. You stepped off the familiar path. You stopped living by consensus. You chose purpose over popularity, and purpose is a quiet place. Because when you stop following the crowd stops following you. The strongest decisions are made in silence. Big decisions are rarely made in groups. They're made late at night, in private moments, when no one is clapping, when no one is encouraging you. It's easy to stay committed when everyone agrees with you. But what about when no one does? That's where independence is born. That's where leaders are built. Success requires emotional independence. If your confidence depends on applause, you will quit the moment it disappears. You must learn to stand firm without approval, to move forward without validation, to continue without reassurance. Emotionally strong people don't need a crowd to believe. They believe first, and let the results speak later. The loneliest phase is the most important one. There's a phase where nobody understands your vision, nobody supports your sacrifices, nobody sees the progress. This is the dangerous phase, not because it's hard, but because it's quiet. And silence makes people doubt themselves. But if you can endure this phase, you unlock a different level of strength. You stop relying on others. You stop explaining yourself. You stop seeking permission. You become self-directed. Walking alone builds mental strength. When you walk alone, you develop focus, clarity, discipline, self-trust. You learn to make decisions without consensus. You learn to face fear without backup. You learn to push forward without emotional support. And that kind of strength can't be taught. It's earned. Not everyone is meant to come with you. Some people are only assigned to certain chapters of your life. They're not meant to reach the destination. And holding on to them out of fear will cost you everything you're trying to build. Growth requires release. And release often feels like loss until you see what you gain. Solitude sharpens vision. Noise creates confusion. Distance creates clarity. When you're alone, you hear your own thoughts. You recognize your real priorities. You stop living someone else's expectations. This is where purpose becomes clear. Not influenced, not diluted, not negotiated, just yours. You don't need many, you need commitment. Success doesn't require a large audience. It requires consistency, patience, self-belief, relentless effort. History isn't shaped by crowds. It's shaped by individuals who kept going when no one was watching. This is why most people turn back. They mistake loneliness for failure. They think if this were right, it wouldn't feel so empty. But the truth is the opposite. If it were easy, everyone would be there. Scarcity creates value, and solitude is the price. The reward comes later. One day, people will see the results, and suddenly, the silence will turn into attention. The doubt will turn into admiration. The loneliness will turn into leadership. But by then, you won't need it, because walking alone taught you everything you needed to know. If you feel alone right now, don't rush back to comfort. You're not behind. You're not lost. You're not broken. You're becoming. This channel is for people who choose the hard road, the quiet road, the uncommon road. If you're willing to walk alone now, to stand strong later, stay with us, subscribe, and keep moving forward. Because success doesn't come to those who wait for company. It comes to those who continue anyway.